Let's talk about the biggest and most important exhibition in boxing right now. Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson. Now you're talking about a real exhibition amongst two legends that deserve to get plenty of money together. Let's break records. Let's everybody go out and support a real exhibition amongst two legends. This is how the game is supposed to go. We don't need to confuse them with the other fighters and all that. Shout out to Floyd and shout out to Mike. Made he check more money than the, what's that place where they print the money? The Mint. Made he check more money than the Mint can print. You know what I mean? Yeah. Made they check more money than the Mint can print. A real exhibition amongst two legends in the sport of boxing. How could that be something wrong with that? Well, I want to come on and promote that. I want to come on and promote that fight because I think that it's a good fight. And if they get it on, then may the best man win. May the Tyson family and the Mayweather family check plenty of money together on this one.
The fight between Floyd Money Mayweather and Iron Mike Tyson has now been officially scheduled for 2026. Two legendary names in boxing history who come from different weight classes, different fighting styles, and entirely different eras are set to share the same ring. This is not speculation, and it is not an imagined matchup. TMZ Sports was the first to report the news. The agreements have been finalized, both men have accepted the conditions, and in the spring of 2026 fans will witness one of the most unbelievable events the sport has ever seen. Tyson even said he can hardly believe Floyd truly wants to go through with it, warning that it could harm his health, but confirming that the deal is done and the fight is moving forward.
We back. I'm pretty sure I'd be upset too if I was somebody else. I'd be mad at Mayweather too. For 29 years or 30 years, you keep getting money like this. I'd be mad too. Shit. I'd be hating on Mayweather too. Continue to hate. You know, people only talk about winners. I'm a winner, so continue to talk. Keep your bread fresh. Put it in the bag. Call me the bread man. Tip money. Fucking throw it in here too. Throw it in the Floyd bag. See, I'm balling the fuck out. Crocodile phones, Himalayan phones, crocodile bags. It's my life, man. Keep hating.
So how did we reach this moment? What does it mean? And will this matchup be remembered as the greatest show in boxing history or the most unusual? Let us look closer. Weeks ago, fans were stunned by news of Gervonta Davis facing Jake Paul. And now Tyson against Mayweather makes that seem small.
Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather is happening. What the fuck is going on? This is where boxing is in 2025. And listen, I'm not going to complain because I understand the layout of things. We already had Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. We have Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis. This feels like the Temu version of it. And that sounds crazy because we have two of the greatest of all time about to participate in this, but both of them are about 30 years past their sell-by date in an exhibition bout in which their weights will be 60 to 70 to 80 pounds different. If you got on board with Jake and Mike, it was because at least they were going to weigh the same. I don't even know what to think. Someone on Twitter said it perfectly. Either everybody in the world is going to want to watch this or 10,000 people will watch it. Probably both men want a shit ton of money and they're being promised a shit ton of money, but it's happening.
Looking at it logically, this matchup was never meant to become reality. Tyson stepped away from a sport in 2005, which was the same period when Mayweather was starting to rise as a champion in 3 weight classes. Tyson finished his journey competing as a heavyweight while Mayweather reached his prime at welterweight, so their careers never lined up inside the ring. Yet in 2026, the sport has shifted into what Tyson describes as an era where anything can happen, and that description fits perfectly. One fighter is 59 years old, the other is 48. One enters the ring weighing around 228 pounds, while the other stands near 161. Became famous for explosive knockout strength, while the other mastered the art of defense and precision. It sounds unrealistic, and perhaps that is exactly why people cannot stop watching.
We getting ready. I got marble head. We call him lamp. His legs little, his body big. His lamp.
Now we have to address the obvious issue, which is the massive difference in weight. Last year, Mike Tyson stepped into the ring against Jake Paul at 228.5 pounds, while Floyd Mayweather came in at close to 160 pounds for his most recent exhibition with John Gotti III. That creates a gap of roughly 60 to 70 pounds, which is like separating 2 full divisions in traditional boxing. A matchup like this would never receive approval as an official professional contest, but exhibition fights operate under a different structure. There may be no official scoring, no declared winner, and no impact on rankings. What is guaranteed, however, is a major show. Even so, Tyson openly admitted that the physical gap could play a serious role, stating clearly that Floyd's defensive skills and quick reactions might not protect him if Iron Mike, even at 59, connects with a single powerful shot.
Mike Tyson, and I seen it myself with my own eyes. When I seen that Bentley at the boxing gym, and I seen that diamond Rolex, I said, I want that. And I knew what it took. So I know when my opponent is asleep, I'm out there at 4 or 5 in the morning, chopping trees, working, to this day. Because I can retire today. I'm well off, very comfortable. But I got the will to win.
This is where the situation becomes even more compelling. Both Tyson and Mayweather have already secured their places in boxing history, yet their relationship has not been completely smooth, as they have exchanged sharp words in the past.
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about
Awesome
Floyd?
fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like you was a movie star. You was a hero.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has always claimed to be TB, the greatest of all time, holding a flawless record with titles in 5 different weight classes, never officially dropped or defeated. Mike Tyson has never agreed with that view, and on his podcast, he explained that while Floyd is an outstanding fighter, an undefeated record alone does not automatically make someone the greatest in boxing history.
What do you think about Floyd talking about greater than Ali?
He's very delusional. He can't listen. If he was anywhere near that realm of greater than Ali, he'd be able to take his kids to school by himself.
There you go.
Okay, he can't take his kid to school by himself. And he's talking about he's great. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. He can't take his kids alone to school by himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
Sugar Ray Robinson lost 1 fight, then won 78 straight. Chavez reached 870 wins before he suffered a defeat. They were fighting roughly 8 times each year against ranked opponents. Do not say that 500 fights automatically makes someone the greatest. Now, for the first time, Tyson and Mayweather will have the chance to show their opinions through action. It is only an exhibition, but the pride and ego of both fighters remains on the line.
Tell me, so like,
What's the difference now from like your era to today?
No one was afraid of anyone. Everyone really believed they can beat him.
But it's a business, more business, it's more money than everybody.
Floyd Mayweather changed the game up when he turned into the pretty boy.
Yeah, that was cool too. But he had to get in that ring and fight too. He had to fight the best competitor. He wiped everybody out. And that's why he's who he is. He beat everybody. He beat everybody I thought would give him a chance. He just wiped everybody out. Nobody can even match him. The best. He didn't pick guys. He took the best. Even the guys I picked against him, he beat everybody, made everybody wrong. Right. And that's why he's who he is.
This is about showing that even facing a heavyweight, the skill and defense of Floyd Mayweather cannot be questioned. For Mike Tyson, it is a chance to demonstrate that strength and knockout power still matter today. The truth is that the event is not really about winning or losing. It is more focused on business and spectacle rather than pure competition.
Well, there's no points, right? Because it's an exhibition. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him, and he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But
exhibitions do not appear on official records, and they are not tied to rankings. Their purpose is to generate attention, headlines, clicks, online views, and revenue. If anyone understands making money, it is both Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather, because they have built careers around drawing crowds and big paydays rather than traditional competition. The fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul last year reached more than 65 million simultaneous streams on Netflix, showing how massive interest exhibitions can generate. Matches involving Floyd Mayweather, whether against Logan Paul or Tenshin Asukawa or John Gotti III, consistently attract huge audiences. Because of this, Tyson versus Mayweather becomes the biggest opportunity for revenue and attention. Mayweather himself stated that he has spent 3 decades in boxing and considers himself the top professional in the sport, and this exhibition is designed to satisfy the audience.
It's crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
The main discussion revolves around whether audiences truly desire events like this, or if the sport of boxing is increasingly merging entertainment with competition in a way that changes its traditional identity.
Well, Tyson, if there were some pre-arrangement for this fight, Tyson's animosity, well documented towards Floyd. Any chance that he's going in there and saying, "Hey, screw all, I don't care what agreement was made, if there was one at all, I want to kill this dude"?
Nah. He gonna get a check. Floyd's gonna get a check. And they're gonna get a check that's real huge because of their names. So nobody's finna fuck their money.
Reactions are divided. Some supporters are extremely excited and describe it as the most unbelievable crossover event in sports. They believe seeing 2 legendary figures in the same ring is historic regardless of the format. Younger audiences see it as a rare opportunity to watch iconic fighters they previously only knew from stories and highlights.
All right, Mike Heck here, back with another question of the day. Today's question has been all over the place, so figure let's just knock it out right here. What is your reaction to the Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather exhibition fight being announced for sometime in 2026? I don't know how I'm going to do this in 3 minutes or less, but I'm going to try. I'll take fights not a single person outside of the two fighters involved asked for 2,000, Alex. Seriously, what in the blue hell are we doing here? Nobody wants this, and it literally hurts my soul. And Floyd Mayweather, once again, is just gonna get ya. This is what he's done for so many years with the money-grabbing, opportunistic fights. But how many times are we gonna fall for this? He did it with Manny Pacquiao. He did it with Conor McGregor. Even did it with John Gotti III. Did it with Logan Paul. At least with the Conor McGregor fight, fans actually wanted it. Conor McGregor willed it into existence. A huge majority of the fan base got behind it, so it got made even though anybody that had any knowledge of boxing knew what was going to happen. Guys, gals, Mike Tyson is almost 60. He just essentially had an exhibition style fight with Jake Paul, who made sure he didn't hurt him, and Mike looked awful in it. Yes, Floyd is not going to hurt Mike Tyson. He'll move around a bunch, he'll hit him a few times, but are we really going to enjoy this? At the end of this fight, are we going to be like, wow, those two legends really put on a show for us? We got Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. a while back, and that was fun. Age-appropriate matchmaking, one more go-around. They both had their fighting faculties to them to some degree, and I enjoyed it. Nobody enjoyed the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight because Mike should not have been competing in that fight with all of the health issues. I mean, get that bag, Mike, I guess, but I don't know, man. I feel pretty damn icky about it. I don't know how anybody could be excited for this. I really don't. Of course, I will watch it because it will be my job to watch it, but it will probably be one of my biggest regrets for 2026 when it comes to watching fights. But here's what's going to happen. Mark my words, it is going to suck in the casual viewers. People are going to come up to me at the gym and all over the place and ask me about this fight. And they're going to say exactly this. Mike Tyson's going to kill Floyd Mayweather, right? And then I'm going to have to sit there and try to make them feel okay about it. And guess what's going to happen? That damn bell is going to ring. And then we know what this is going to look like. Floyd pulls another one over on the public, but hopefully Mike is getting a floppy $1 jillion to put himself through another one of these silly situations. So there's my reaction. I could talk about this for another 45 minutes, but we've run out of time. We're back next week for more questions of the day. I'm going to throw a post up on the feed on MMAfighting.com on Sunday, so it is up to you. Fill it up with those questions for the week, and we will be back on Monday. See you then. Have a great weekend.
Others remain skeptical. They highlight the age of Mike Tyson and the size difference, with Floyd Mayweather arguing that exhibitions weaken the meaning of a sport. The BBC even questioned whether the event is driven by business rather than boxing and asked if fans truly desire such matchups. This creates a clear debate because the fight is not about titles or rankings, but about curiosity and spectacle. People want to know what happens when a 59-year-old heavyweight legend faces a 48-year-old undefeated master in the ring. The format will not resemble a traditional contest with judges or records, and instead is expected to be an 8-round exhibition using larger gloves and modified rules, while still featuring genuine punches. We have already seen signs of what both fighters can still do. Mike Tyson demonstrated in his return against Roy Jones Jr. in 2020 that he can still throw powerful hooks. And in his appearance against Jake Paul last year, he showed flashes of his old intensity, even at an advanced age. Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather has continued participating in exhibitions where he used his defensive skills against Logan Paul and frustrated opponents, like John Gotti III, proving that his reflexes and technique remain sharp at 48. When the two meet, it will be an unusual clash of styles. Imagine Mike Tyson moving forward with his compact, powerful stance, trying to close the distance and land devastating body shots, while Floyd Mayweather remains composed, slipping punches and countering with precise jabs that force his opponent to miss. The objective for Floyd is not to hurt Tyson, but to demonstrate that technique and defense can still neutralize raw strength. The excitement will come from individual moments rather than official results. Will Tyson connect with one of his trademark blows that makes the audience react? Will Floyd engage in exchanges or simply outmaneuver him? It will not mirror classic bouts like Tyson versus Holyfield or Mayweather versus Pacquiao, but will instead represent a fantasy matchup brought to life, where two iconic figures who shaped boxing history finally share the same ring.
You want to leave a legacy, right? I thought we did. And so I heard Mike explain that nobody gives an F about legacy. You're just in the ground. And then it doesn't matter.
No, we're nothing. We're dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
They're both incredible. I don't know who I like. First of all, I was going to say, I don't know who I like better in that exchange. Her. How professional was she through that entire thing? It was such a great setup, too. It was such a great question. Mike, what's it mean to you to be able to fight before a whole generation of young people like us that never saw you fight before? And what's it say about your legacy? It was such a good question. Not to Mike, it's not. Mike's like, legacy? Man, I'll be dust soon. Little girl, I'll be dead soon. We'll all be dead soon. And then she's like, well, thank you very much. I never thought about it like that.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you so much for sharing that.